number 13-23, an ordinance amending chapter 205 of the Wright City Municipal Code pertaining to animal regulations pertaining to keeping of chickens.
This is of special interest because it really started from a grassroots push from our citizens wanting chickens, and Alderwoman Owens and I have gone back and forth debating and compromising and listening to our citizens and trying to find areas of compromise to make as many people happy with an ordinance that has garnered a lot of attention. We've had children write letters to us, we've had children read letters to us, we've had petitions circulate within the city, and overall there is a sense of people wanting chickens, but that has also been met with a number of citizens afraid of the consequences of allowing people to have chickens. And so I feel like Alderwoman Owens and I have been able to cover much of the concerns in the way that this ordinance was written to ensure that people can have the freedom and liberty to have up to 4 hens and no roosters in their backyard, secured with a chicken coop and a chicken run, and not have too many where they would become a nuisance, a distraction, or a sanitary issue for their neighbors.
Yes, sir.
Good.
You're welcome to come up, I just want to be clear. We want to make sure that people understand that even if the city passes an ordinance that says you can have chickens, and you live in a subdivision that has an HOA, and your HOA says you cannot have chickens, you cannot have chickens.
Right, that's
Yep,
what I was
that's-
coming up with.
Yep.
Thank you.
Like, that's very clear. So, I just don't want people to be confused and all of a sudden they go out and purchase birds, right? And they bring them home and they're all excited, and then their HOA says, you gotta get rid of those.
Well, it's not as easy as just
Because-
purchasing birds. You have to create a structure, and you can only use certain material, and it needs to be a certain distance from your neighbor in your backyard, and certain amenities have to be provided to your said chickens.
Yes. Officer Sutton, would you like to?
I would just like to clarify that we don't enforce HOA ordinance.
I was gonna ask that
Yep.
question next too.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's interesting, you're right. So if someone who lives in an HOA has a chicken coop with 4 hens, that's a HOA issue, not a city issue.
Yep.
Great point.
We're gonna be getting more calls from Mr. Castro.
Point.
We just encourage people to make sure that you read the ordinance.
Enforce it?
No, sir, we are not hired thugs, thank you.
Thank you for that clarification.
But if people, no matter where they live, get chickens and are not following the city ordinance, then we will enforce that, period, yes. Unfortunately, yes. Okay. Call for final passage.
Second.
Alderman Andrews?
Yes.
Alderman Arsenault?
No.
Alderman Owens?
Yes.
Alderman McKee?
Yes.
Bill passes contempt to ordinance 1046.
Yeah.